Hello, my name is Victor Dillon. I was born in Liberia but lived in Ghana in a refugee camp for over 23 years. I was around 6 to 7 years old when the Civil War broke out in Liberia. My father was working for the government that was in power. As the war intensified, government officials were being hunted. We had to run into exile for safety. In 1990, we found ourselves in Ghana on the Buduburam refugee camp. After a few years in the refugee camp, my father returned with my little brother back to Liberia with the thought of Liberia being safe for the family to return. Unfortunately, that was the last time we heard or saw them. In 1996, my mother, being concerned about her husband and her son, decided to return to Liberia in search of them. That was the last time I saw her. Later in 1996, we heard that all of them were killed. Throughout the years I lived on the refugee camp, I was constantly receiving death threats stating that I would be next in line. I often had to go into hiding in fear for my life. Before leaving for Liberia, my mother left me with several weeks, a wonderful, loving, and caring woman. My mother and I had been living with her after my father left for Liberia. She also cared for her grandson Ralph, whose parents' whereabouts was unknown. Later on, she took in another young girl, Martha. When Ralph had the opportunity to immigrate to Canada, he came having in mind that we could one day reunite. However, it was not an easy process. Even though we thought of ourselves as a family, Ralph could not include me in his family reunification application because I was not officially adopted. Fortunately, Martha's adoption by Ralph was recently finalized. She is presently with him in South Africa, where he is presently serving his country, Canada. He has served the Canadian Navy for over 15 years. It took years before Ralph received permission for several weeks to immigrate to Canada. The unfortunate thing happened. She died just before the approval came. She died from complications of steroiditis in 2009. I asked God for her soul and the soul of all other loved ones. Rest in perfect peace. Ralph's church family at First Baptist Victoria took it upon themselves to help him in his effort to get the rest of us to Canada. Hedegard Horris was recruited to lead this effort for the church, and she has faithfully and persistently worked at getting me here. Despite all her efforts, it took until last December before I was finally able to come to Canada. I am on a 2-year student visa. It was wonderful to finally be here and to meet everyone in person. During that time, Hediga recruited a large number of other people to help me get here. She got in lawyers, politicians, friends, and many others who have been extremely generous with both their time and money. I don't know how I will ever thank these people and you. I know my time at TW is very expensive, but it is the only way I can stay in Canada. It is so unfortunate that my student visa does not allow me to work as long as I am in the English as a Second Language International ESLI program. I am currently in level 4 of 5. Right now, the only contribution I can make is to study hard. The university have given me the challenge of skipping level 3 out of the program. I am working hard to meet that challenge. Hopefully, I will soon be in the position to apply for my permanent resident status. I look forward to the time when I can use this knowledge I am achieving to help others, as all of you have sacrificed to help me. God bless you all. Thank you.